Alright, and hello everyone, it is me, Jay Burns, and in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make this bracelet right here. This bracelet is my own original design, and it is called the Butterfly Lei bracelet. So, here's another example. Alright, so the thing with this bracelet is it was actually inspired from another, so it was inspired by another bracelet, and so it's this bracelet right here. Hopefully you'll be able to see it, but this bracelet right here is basically a flower version of the Butterfly Lei bracelet. And what happened is I just saw this bracelet on Instagram, and I just fell in love with this bracelet instantly, and I was like, hey, why don't we make a butterfly version of it? And that's what I did. So this bracelet is by PugLover516 on Instagram, so just there will be a link to her account in the description and you can check her out. And yeah, so anyway, to make this bracelet you will need a loom. I do have a tutorial if you would like to make this bracelet on just a hook. But this tutorial, I'll show you how to make the Butterfly Lei bracelet on a loom. You will also need a hook. I'm going to be using this metal tipped hook here, but any hook will work. You will also need clips. You will need more than one clip, and I'm going to be using C clips, so you'll need more than one for the bracelet. Then you will also need rubber bands, and as you can see here, there are 1, 2, 3 groups. And I'm going to go ahead and explain what each group is. So the A group, these A rubber bands, they are all the rubber bands that will be your wing rubber bands. So all the wings in the butterfly are the A group here. So the neon green and light blue on the example. The B rubber bands, they are the body rubber bands. They're going to make up the body of the butterfly, and that is this gray cap band here in the example. Then the C rubber bands, these are actually optional. You can either have them or you don't have to have them, but they do add to the look of the bracelet. They are going to be the antennas on your butterfly. And I say they are optional because you do have to cut them so that they do look like antennas. So if you do have C color rubber bands, if you do want the C group here, you're going to need some scissors as well. If you love your rubber bands too much and you don't want to cut them, then you don't have to have antennas. And here's just what it would look like without antennas. Alright, so anyway, to figure out how many rubber bands you'll need, go down to the description. It will tell you how many bands you'll need for each section of the bracelet. Also, how many clips you will need for each section. And yeah, so just use the pause button while you're figuring that all out. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So, to make the bracelet, you will need to have the arrow on your loom pointing towards you. And we're going to be up here at the top of the loom. Accidentally hit the camera. So we're going to be up here at the top of the loom with the arrow pointing towards us. And we're going to need rubber bands for one butterfly to start out. I'm going to be showing you how to place the rubber bands for this butterfly 4 times. So 4 times. Alright, so you're going to start by getting an A color rubber band, and we're going to be placing it vertically here on the left side of our loom. Or no, on the right side of our loom. So we're going to be placing it vertically over here on the right side of our loom. From this top right pin to the second to the top right pin. Then we're going to get another A color rubber band and go inwards from this second to the top right pin to the third to the top left or middle pin. So something like this here. Sorry if that was a little bit shaky. Alright. Now you'll do the exact same thing on the left side. You'll take an A color rubber band, place it vertically going downwards from this top left pin to the second to the top left pin, and then get another A color rubber band and place it going inwards from the second to the top left pin to the third to the top middle pin. Now you'll need to add the rubber bands for the small wings. So we just placed the rubber bands we need for the large wings, which are the green here. Now we need the rubber bands for the smaller wings, which are blue. They're still A color rubber bands though. You're going to take an A color rubber band and place it going diagonally from this third to the top middle pin to the third to the top right pin, and then do the exact same thing for the left side. From this third to the top middle pin outwards to the third to the top middle pin, or left pin. Alright. Now you'll need to place a C color rubber band if you're going to be having antennas. So if you're going to have antennas, you'll get your C color rubber band and place it vertically from this third to the top middle pin to the second to the top middle pin. That's only if you want to have antennas. Then you'll take your B color rubber band and make it into a cap band by taking it, twisting it into an 8 or an infinity shape, like so, and then folding it like a book back on top of itself. So now it looks like you have 2 rubber bands instead of 1, but remember it's only 1 rubber band. And what you're going to do is just put this cap band here on the third to the top middle pin. So this is pretty much where the center of the butterfly is. As you can see here in the example, this would be all on that pin. Alright. Now we're going to move on. We're going to move down our loom. So we're going to come down here to these next pins, here on the left and right. And I'm not going to call them anything special, like the fourth to the top. I'm just going to say from this pin to this pin. So it might get a little bit very undescriptive, so it's important for you to watch. Alright, so you'll need the rubber bands to make yourself another butterfly. That's an advantage of making this bracelet on your loom. You can make more than one butterfly and at a time. So anyway, you're going to need the rubber bands to make yourself another butterfly. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the exact same thing we did up here on starting on these two, on this left pin and this right pin. Alright, so we're going to get an A color rubber band and we're going to place it going vertically down from this right pin to the next right pin, so going down. And make sure your next butterfly is not overlapping the previous one you just placed. So make sure it's like this. Alright. Then you'll take another A color rubber band and place it going diagonally inwards from that lower right pin to a middle pin. So you'll want to go downwards when you place it diagonally. Then you'll want to do the same thing on the left side. You'll get an A color rubber band and place it going vertically downwards from this left pin to the next pin, going down. So let me turn my loom. Right, and then you'll take another A color rubber band and place it going diagonally, diagonally inwards to the middle from that lower left pin. So you should be getting something like what's up here, but down here. Alright, now you'll still need your A color rubber bands. You'll need to add the smaller bottom wings. You'll take an A color rubber band and place it going diagonally from this central pin, so this middle pin that has rubber bands on it already for this next butterfly, so only that middle pin. You'll place it an A color rubber band going diagonally out to the right, so downwards to the right. And the same thing for the left, from that same middle pin, place it going diagonally and downwards to the left. Right, now if you have a C color rubber band, you'll go ahead and place it vertically from that same middle pin upwards. Only if you're going to have antennas, that's what your C color rubber bands are. And then you'll take your B color rubber band, which is the body rubber band, and make it into a cap band. And to do that, you twist the rubber band into an 8 or an infinity shape, like so. Fold it like a book back on top of itself. And then you have your cap band. And you'll take this cap band and you'll place it on that same middle pin you've been placing pretty much everything else. Alright. So now you should have the exact same thing here like you have on your very first butterfly. So both of your butterflies should be completely identical except for maybe the colors, if you're using different colors like I am. And then what you'll do once you make your second butterfly, you'll keep making the butterflies until you can't fit any more on your loom. I can fit 4 of them on my loom. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what you need to do to make a butterfly one more time, and then I'll just go through and make one without even saying anything. So I think I said I would show you 4 times, but technically I will, but I'm only going to explain it 3 times. Alright, so you're going down here to these next left and right pins, and you'll do the same thing. You'll start here with an A color rubber band. So make sure you get the rubber bands you need to make another butterfly. So you'll get another A color rubber band. You'll place it vertically downwards on the right side. And make sure it's the very next right pin after your previous butterfly. So after your second butterfly, make sure you start your third butterfly on the next right pin right after the second one. So it should look like this. Alright, so once you've placed that rubber band vertically, you'll get another A color rubber band and you'll place it going diagonally and downwards from that lower right pin to the middle. So to that middle pin there. You'll do the exact same thing on the left. Take an A color rubber band, place it vertically downwards from this left pin here down to the next left pin. Then you'll get another A color rubber band and place it going inwards from that lower left pin to the middle. So diagonally and down, and you should start to be getting something that is exactly like your previous butterflies you've made. Now you'll need to add the smaller and lower wings. They're still A color rubber bands. So yeah, you're going to get another A color rubber band, place it going diagonally and downwards from this middle pin that has rubber bands on it already. So diagonally and downwards to this right pin here. And then the exact same thing for the left. The same middle pin going diagonally and downwards to the left. Now if you're going to have antennas or a C color rubber band, you'll place it going from this middle pin here that has rubber bands on it. For this butterfly, you'll place the C color rubber band going from that middle pin and vertically upwards. And on that same middle pin where you placed pretty much all of your other rubber bands, you're going to get your B color rubber band, turn it into a cap band, and put that B color rubber band on that middle pin there. So the same middle pin you have all of your other rubber bands connecting on. So you should have the exact same thing for your third butterfly that you had for your second and first, and everything should be completely identical except for maybe colors if you're using different colors. Right. And then you would go on to make another butterfly if you have room for that, and I do. So I'm going to go ahead and make a 4th butterfly, place the rubber bands I need for a 4th butterfly on my loom, and then we will actually loom the butterflies. So I'm going to go ahead and just place the rubber bands I need for my last butterfly. You can go ahead if you need to continue. Use the pause button if you need to, and yeah. Alright, there we go. So, I have 4 butterflies on my loom now. Some of you may have 3 or maybe even 5, but I have 4. And what we're going to do now, once we have the maximum number of butterflies we can get on our loom, we're going to loom them all. So, I'm going to show you how to loom the butterflies 3 times, or explain how to 3 times, and then I'll just show you once. So just going through and doing it. Alright, so to loom a butterfly, what you're going to do is you're going to go to that middle pin where the cap band is, that B color rubber band. You'll pull back just the cap band. Oh, and make sure the arrow on your loom is pointing towards you. That has not changed during the entire tutorial. Alright, now we can go to that middle pin for your first butterfly. So you go up your loom and, oh, here's the first butterfly, so the one that's closest to you. You'll pull back that cap band for that butterfly, just the cap band, and you'll grab the top rubber band underneath of it. For some of you, it may be an A color rubber band or a C color rubber band. If it's a C color rubber band, just loom it forwards. And if you didn't have C color rubber bands, if you didn't have a C color rubber band, you should have grabbed this A color rubber band that goes outwards and downwards to the left. So everyone who just had to loom a C color rubber band, go in, pull back the cap band, grab that top rubber band, and this is what everyone should have right now. This A color rubber band that goes downwards and outwards to the left. So that's what we should have all loomed. Now we'll go into the cap band again, grab the top rubber band that's there, and loom it outwards to wherever it's coming from. It should be coming from the right, so downwards and to the right. Then you'll go back into the cap band. Oh wait, let me give you a second. Alright, there we go. So now you're going to go back into the cap band. You're going to grab the top rubber band that's there, loom it outwards to wherever it's coming from. It should be coming from the left, so upwards and outwards to the left. And this should be a part of one of your larger wings. So because of that, you'll need to loom this other rubber band here that's going vertically across the left side. So you'll need to pull back this top rubber band here on the left, grab the bottom rubber band, and loom it forwards. So you will need to do that for your larger wings. And now you'll need to do the same thing for the right, because once you pull back your cap band, the only rubber band that is left should be the one that goes outwards to the right. So outwards and upwards. Alright, and since this rubber band is also a part of your large wing, another one, you'll need to pull back this top rubber band here. So all the top stuff here on this right pin, pull it all back with your hook, grab the bottom rubber band and loom it forwards. And that's how you loom a butterfly. So that might have been a little bit fast or confusing at first. I will explain it 2 more times. Alright. So basically, to loom a butterfly, all you have to do is pull back the cap band, grab the top rubber band, and loom it wherever it's coming from. And if it's a part of a large wing, you'll have to loom the additional rubber band that is a part of that wing. So that's pretty much the pattern for looming. Alright, so to explain it again, you'll go to your next butterfly after your first. So here's this butterfly, the last one we placed. We're going to go on to the next butterfly, moving up our loom. We're going to pull this butterfly's cap band back. We're going to grab the top rubber band underneath, and for everyone who has a C color rubber band, you just loom it forwards. And then once you loom your C color rubber band forwards, you'll go back into the cap band and grab the top rubber band again. So now everyone should be holding the same rubber band on their hook. You're just going to loom it outwards and downwards to this pin here on the left. So it should have been that A color rubber band that goes over here to the left. Then you'll need to go back into the cap band once again, pull it back, grab the top rubber band underneath and loom it outwards and downwards to the right, because that's where that A color rubber band should be going. Then you'll go back into the cap band again, grab the top rubber band that's there, and loom it outwards and upwards to the left, because that's where it should be coming from. And because this rubber band here is a part of a large wing, you'll have to loom this additional rubber band that is a part of it. So you'll pull back these top rubber bands here on the left, grab the bottom rubber band, and loom it forwards. Pull my camera back, it's a little bit too close. There we go. Then we'll come back here to this cap band, pull it back, and grab the bottom rubber band now, because there should only be one rubber band left. And with this rubber band here that was remaining, we'll loom it outwards and upwards to the right. And because this rubber band here is a part of a larger wing, you'll need to pull back the top rubber bands here on this right pin, grab the bottom rubber band, and loom it forwards. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and explain it one more time, how to loom, and then I'll just go through and just kind of show you what you do, not really explaining. So, to loom a butterfly for the last time, you go on to your next butterfly, you pull back the cap band, grab the top rubber band that is there, and if you are holding a C color rubber band on your hook, you're just going to loom it forwards. Then you'll go back into the cap band, pull it back, grab the top rubber band that is there, and now everyone should be holding the same rubber band, and this rubber band should be going outwards and downwards to the left. Then once again, go back to your cap band, pull it back, grab the bottom rubber band that is there, or not the bottom, the top rubber band that is there, and this rubber band should be going outwards and downwards to the right. And now we're going to go back into the cap band once again, pull it back, grab the top rubber band that is there, and loom it outwards and upwards to the left. And this rubber band is a part of a larger wing, so we'll need to loom this additional rubber band. And to do that, you just pull back those top rubber bands on the left side, so on that left pin there, grab that bottom band, and just loom it forwards. Now, we should go back to the cap band one last time, grab the remaining rubber band that is there, loom it outwards and upwards to the right, and it should be a part of this larger wing here, so we'll need to pull back those top rubber bands here on this right pin, grab the bottom band, and loom it forwards. So I'll go ahead and give you a few extra seconds to catch up. And yeah, so now I've shown you and explained how to loom the rubber bands for your butterfly 3 times, and now I'm going to go ahead and just loom the last butterfly here on my loom. So, once you have finished looming all of the rest of the butterflies that are on your loom, you're going to want to go ahead and get some of your clips out. Yeah, you're going to want to get some of your clips out, and yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and loom my last butterfly. Also, use the pause button if you need to. Alright, so now, once you have loomed all of the rubber bands you need to for all of the butterflies on your loom, it's now time to get your clips and take the butterflies off of your loom. Now, before we do that, if you have C-color rubber bands, you'll need to make them all into slip knots. Slip knots, yes. That is how these rubber bands are able to stay. So the antenna rubber bands are able to stay on your B-color rubber band without a clip. So, you'll need to make it a slip knot, and to do that, you'll take your hook, you'll go to one of your butterflies, you'll grab this bottom loop here. So make sure the bands on your pins are in order, so nothing's like overlapping. So you'll have this middle pin here with your C-color rubber bands on it. You'll grab this bottom little loop here, so this bottom little band, with your hook, pull it over the pin, and then just release. Then you'll want to tighten the slip knot a little bit, or a lot. Oops. Okay, what's happening here? You're going to want to keep that slip knot on the pin. That should help. Alright, and then you'll do this for all of the butterflies on your loom. Make sure the bands are in order. For your C-color rubber bands, none of your A-color rubber bands. You'll grab that bottom loop with your hook, pull it over the pin, and release. And give this remaining layer here a tug, tightening the slip knot. Make sure you keep the slip knot on your loom. Then again, grab this bottom loop, pull it over, grab the remaining loop and tighten, keeping it on your loom. And yeah. Alright, so now it's time to take these things off your loom. And before you do that, you're going to need to attach some clips to them. We're actually going to be taking each butterfly off of our loom one at a time. So, yeah, and you'll see why in just a moment. So to start, you're going to need 4 clips. Just put the remaining clips off to the side. You'll need 4 clips for your first butterfly. And you're just going to take a clip and attach it to one end of the A-color rubber bands. So to the end of one of the wings, I'm attaching it to this small wing here. Once you have the clip attached, just leave it there. You don't have to take anything off yet. What was that noise? Okay, anyway, you'll get another rubber band, or another clip, and you'll attach it to another end, or another wing. So yeah, one end of a wing. I'm doing this other small wing here. Then for your large wings, you'll get another clip. You'll attach it to the end of one of your large wings. Alright. Then you'll do the same thing for your last wing. Just get a clip and attach it. So just use the pause button if you need more time. But once you have a clip on each of the butterfly's 4 wings, you can take everything for that butterfly. So take that entire butterfly off of your loom. And I would recommend using your hook, but you can just take it off your loom, like I am. Alright, and now you should have one butterfly. Might need to do a little bit of adjusting. I'll show you how to cut the rubber bands. So this antenna rubber band, I'll show you how to cut that at the end. But anyway, right now we need to attach more clips to the rest of your butterflies. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take one of the clips on the large wings. So you're going to take one of those clips and attach it to one of the large wings of the other butterfly. So now these two butterflies are sharing a clip. And then you'll get 3 more clips for this butterfly and attach the 3 clips to the remaining 3 wings that don't have a clip on them. Oh. Alright, and once you have all 4 wings attached to a clip, you can go ahead and just take them off of your loom. So go ahead and take the butterfly off of your loom once you have all 4 wings attached to some kind of clip. Right, and now you should have 2 butterflies in your little chain here. Now you'll need to get your next butterfly. You'll attach the clip on one of the butterfly's large wings that's not already being shared with another butterfly, so like this one right here. You'll take that one's clip and attach it to one of the large wings of another butterfly, or yeah, of that other butterfly. And then you'll get 3 more clips and attach them to the remaining 3 wings that don't have a clip on them. Just make sure you get all the clips, all the wings together. Gonna need more clips. Here we go. Just need more clips. Alright, once you have the clips attached to all 4 wings on your butterfly, and one of the large wings is attached to a clip that has another butterfly on it, you can go ahead and just take all those bands off of your loom. Alright, and then if you have another butterfly, you'll do the same thing. You'll get a clip on the large wing of one butterfly, and you'll take that same clip and attach it to a large wing on this butterfly here that's still on your loom, and then get 3 more clips and attach them to the other 3 wings that the butterfly it needs clips attached to. Right. Then, once you have clips on all 4 wings, and one clip is attached to another butterfly, you can take all the rubber bands on your loom off for that butterfly. Alright, so that's all the butterflies I can fit on one loom for me. Now let's say this is not long enough to fit around your wrist. So these 4 butterflies that I have are not long enough to fit around my wrist. And they actually aren't. What you would do is just make more butterflies on your loom, and just keep making butterflies until you are able to make the bracelet fit around your wrist. But I have already prepared for that moment. I have a 5th butterfly right here, all ready for me to attach to my bracelet. So just go ahead and use the pause button to just make more butterflies and connect them to your chain. And I'm going to go ahead and attach this butterfly that I've already made to my current chain. Alright, so once I get this clip off, I'm going to show you how you finish off your bracelet. So, to finish off your bracelet, so now as you can see here, I've made my bracelet long enough to fit on my wrist. And now I'm going to show you how you close off your bracelet and make this a bracelet. So, to make your Butterfly Lei bracelet a bracelet, you'll need to take the clips on either end of your chain here of bands, and you'll take one of the clips on one of the ends and attach it to the large wing of the opposite end of your chain. Okay, so that's kind of confusing. So you have two ends of your bracelet. You're going to take this clip on one of those two ends because you'll have two clips. So on one of those two ends, you'll take one of the two clips, and you'll attach that clip to the large wing of the butterfly on the other end. So you'll attach one clip to the other end of the bracelet. And then the remaining clip that's there, you can just take that off. Wow, that seemed pretty confusing. Alright. So now you should have a completely connected Butterfly Lei bracelet, and what we're going to do now, or what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to show you how you do this slip knot stuff here and make your antennas. So, how to properly do this. So to do this, you're going to need to make sure that you tighten your slip knots as much as you possibly can so that they don't come undone. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to take this big loop here that's on the slip knot here. So for your slip knot, this big loop, you're going to put it in between, or on two fingers, or maybe on your loom. So maybe put it on your loom, like this. But make sure you spread the antenna band out, so the C-color band. Then you're going to take your scissors, and then kind of go right down the middle and just cut it. Be careful not to cut yourself, because that would be pretty bad. So if you think you will, just go ahead and use the loom. I'll show you how you do that. So you take the C-color rubber band, the antenna band, this big loop here, for one of your butterflies. You'll spread it across two pins. You'll get scissors and just cut right down the middle. And the further you spread out the bands, the easier. So I'm going to stretch this across 3 pins. Alright, so I'm going to just go in and keep cutting until the bands actually do cut and split. So there you go. And you'll do this for all of the butterflies that you have. Make sure you tighten your slip knots. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then it'll be time for the outro. Alright, and that was the last one. Yep. So now I have finished my Butterfly Lei bracelet, and hopefully you have as well, and now it's time for the outro. So, I would like to thank you for watching my tutorial. Hopefully it showed you how to make the Butterfly Lei bracelet on your loom successfully. And hopefully now you have your Butterfly Lei bracelet and you're going to wear it and you're enjoying it and all that great stuff you can do with a bracelet. And maybe, if you want, you could probably make this into a necklace, which would be cool. But yeah, all you'd have to do for that is just make this longer. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. The only other thing I would have to say is just go ahead and check out Pug Lover. Make sure you check her out and look at some of the things she makes on her account. She's trying to get back to looming again. But yeah, there'll be a link to the account in the description. And yeah, so if you didn't really have any success with making it on a loom, maybe you'll be better at it by making it on just a hook. Or you could just go through it again, because it's pretty simple to make. Hopefully you'll get it. Hopefully you got it. But anyway, now that's pretty much all I have to say for this tutorial, other than thanks for watching, and bye!